Hello children, am I visible to you now? There is some glitch happening. Surbhi, I don't think it's the same stream key because acha, it's working, right? Okay, cool. Bye. Thank you. Children, am I audible? Am I visible now? So I'm so sorry. There was a glitch that happened. Please forgive. Yes. So now we are here and you're still saying it's D. Okay, Manjunath is here solving this question and saying the option for this is D. Aishwarya also still. So here, my dear children, the probability of their daughter becoming colorblind is being asked. So here they are not colorblind, they are just carriers. So which is why your answer would be 0%. None of the daughters are going to be colorblind. They are going to be carriers. Being a carrier and having the color blindness is totally different. Carrier means you can pass on the disease. Okay, you will not have the disease, you can pass on the disease. So that is the question over here. Though their fathers were colorblind, so father and the mothers, both of them, father is colorblind and the mother does not have any gene for color blindness is being mentioned. That means she is not even a carrier. Now when both of them were crossed, what all you get? You get two females who are carriers and two males who are perfectly normal. Now here they are not colorblind, they are just carriers, which is why your answer would be A, 0%. Okay, it's not D, 50%. Remember, both are carriers. I hope you have got the concept. Yes? Do you have doubts? Manjunath and Aishwarya, do you think the issue is sorted or do you think you need an explanation? You can ask me, okay? Yes, ma'am. Okay. That's cool then. So please make sure while doing all these type of questions, have that understanding the carriers and color-blinded females are going to be different. Okay, then let's go with the next question that we have, and that is this. Question number 15. Statement A says for a particular character in an individual, each gamete gets only one allele. Each gamete. For example, I have X and Y. So gamete which is going to be there, it can either have X or it can either have Y, right? For a particular character of an individual, the gamete will be having only one allele of one particular gene. So this statement is correct. Now we are going ahead with the next statement. Statement number B. Chromatids of a chromosome split and move towards the opposite poles during anaphase of mitosis. This is the reason that all this is happening, is the statement B saying. So this over here, suppose it has X over here and Y over here. So both of them, my dear children, are basically what? Just to give me a second, okay? So X over here and Y over here. These two are chromatids. Chromatids are gonna go separate and they are gonna move away. They are gonna move away when it's anaphase. That is absolutely correct. Okay, that is absolutely correct. But do you think statement B as a whole is correct? And statement B is explaining the statement A. Do you think so? So you are saying, Nagraj is saying option A. Option A says statement A is correct and statement B is wrong. Okay. What about others? Do you guys have any other opinion? Aishwarya is also saying A and Manjunath is also saying A. Guys, think about it. Think about it. So second statement, if at all I see individually, okay, chromatids of a chromosome split and separate. Do you think they split and separate? Yes, they do. And when does that happen? During anaphase. In prophase, they are not visible, they are just scattered here and there. In metaphase, they all line up in the equatorial plane. In the anaphase, they start getting separated. So that is all correct. But over here, do you think this statement is explaining B statement? If it would have explained. Only when here instead of mitosis it was meiosis. Instead of mitosis it would have meiosis. Why? Because over here you're talking about gametes. And in gametes meiosis happens. Okay, not mitosis. Because there is mitosis, so it's wrong. Yes, Nagaraj. But over here the statement itself is not wrong. In mitosis also this particular process happens. But If you see both of them together, then you can say the statement A and B is correct, but B does not explain A. So your answer is both the statements are correct, but B is not the reason for A. You get it? So your answer would be D. Again, a tricky question, right? It's a good question. Tricky question, a good question. Now you will be more careful while solving these type of questions. Fine? So see whether both statements are individually correct, then try to relate it why it's wrong or why it's correct. And B, make sure you're going through all the small terms. This is super important. Are you enjoying the session? Do you think you are finding some new type of questions out there? If at all yes, then give a thumbs up and like the video. Click on the like button, subscribe to the channel, share it with your friends as well. Okay? Chalo. Now the next question we are going ahead with is question number 16. Thank you, Aishwarya. Okay. Question number 16. ABO blood type in man is an example of what? Pleiotropy, incomplete dominance, codominance, multiple allelism. Select the code for the correct answer from the options given below. What do you think is the answer? Hi, Usha. Okay, so Manjunath says it's C. Are you sure? We read it completely. We read it completely. We read it properly, and then only we are giving the answer. Every one of you who are giving the answer. So ABO blood group, does it show pleiotropy? Pleiotropy means one gene having multiple effects. No. In that one gene has only one effect, that is to give the blood group. That's the only thing. So this is wrong. Incomplete dominance. Does this ABO blood group have anything sort of incomplete dominance? No. It can show codominance or proper dominance. There is no incomplete dominance. So codominance is being seen. Now multiple allelism, do you think it is being seen? Yes. So usually we have studied for height you have capital T and small t. Over here in blood group you have multiple alleles. It's not restricted to just two. So there is IA, there is IB, there is IO. So you have multiple alleles. So I'll say C and D, both option is correct. C and D options over here is C. So you guys are absolutely correct. Aishwarya, Nagaraj, Manjunath and Usha also. Okay? Superb. Now going ahead with the next question out there. This you have to use a little bit of your brain because we are going to solve what? A pedigree. So pedigree chart goes like this. From the following pedigree chart of the family, one can make an analysis of what? What is this disorder? Is it autosomal dominant, autosomal recessive, allosomal dominant, allosomal recessive? Allosome means, I told you, it has something to do with the sex chromosome. That means it is saying sex-linked dominant trait, sex-linked recessive trait. The other word of it is allosomal. Don't be worried. Okay, 17B. So you're directly saying the answer is 17B. Are you sure? Again I'm asking you, are you sure? So Aishwarya, Nagaraj and Manjunath, all of you are saying it's B. Okay. The reason, can you say why you are saying it is recessive disorder? Do you have any reasons for it? Well, it is recessive. You can tell your answer. I'll tell mine. It's recessive because, my dear children, in this generation, you see any parents, do they have any disease? If they have any disease, it will be shaded, right? So over here, they're not diseased. But the next generation, you are seeing the two of the progenies, my dear children, this progeny and this progeny, both of them are diseased. So you see skipping of generation. And where do you see skipping of generation? You see it in recessive disorders. Okay, yes, Aishwarya, you are absolutely correct. Ma'am, it skips a generation, that means it's a recessive disorder. Now the next question comes is whether it is autosomal or allosomal. How can you identify that now? Any guesses? How do you identify whether it is autosomal or allosomal? Allosomal means sex ring. In KC, Sai Venkat Ravi, hi dear, in KC 90, what is the option discussion used for? Is that used for to ask doubts? Well, you can ask doubts there, but it is better to basically, ask us doubts during the live doubt clarification sessions. That will be even more better. Okay? Okay, Aishwarya says it appears in both male and female, okay, because parents are not diseased and they're only carriers. Okay, so everyone has different opinions to why it is autosomal and why it is not. So basically, over here you see the male is affected, the female is affected. In the next generation, again a female is being affected. Okay, if it was X-linked, it is usually the males who are being affected more. First of all, that is a thing. And again, over here, you do not see generation wise. So from females, if at all, it was transferred to males. If at all from females, it was transferred to males predominantly, you would have again said that it was allosomal or sex-linked. But over here, you do not see that transmission going on. Okay, you do not see that transmission going on. Similarly, in the case of if it was father first who is affected and then a daughter and then a son, my dear children, it would have been again boy, girl, boy, again it would have been allosomal. But over here, you do not see any of these things. Okay, you do not see any of these things, which is why your answer for this question becomes, it is an autosomal recessive trait, B. Yes, Usha, yeah, yes, Mahadev Prasad. What is that discussion for, ma'am? So as of now, we have not assigned anything. In future, probably we might think, do you think we should be opening it for doubts, Sai? Then we can. Okay? We thought that everyone, if at all, everyone comes together live and asks us doubt, it will be even more better. That is why we didn't assign anything for the discussion part. But we'll definitely think about it and let you know in the WhatsApp group. Will that work for you, Sai? Cool? Chalo. The next thing that we have is this. Okay, so I have given you a pedigree chart. My dear children, in your NCERT, there are two examples, this and this. Okay, so as I said, in your NCERT, all the examples are for autosomal recessive or sex-linked recessive trait. Only one dominant disorder is given, and that is autosomal dominant disorder, which is myotonic dystrophy. Myotonic dystrophy. So over here you see the parents are affected. There is no skipping of generation and dominant trait. The parent is affected, again the parent is affected, again the parent is affected. That is why we say no skipping of generation is seen. Now autosomal, because as you can see, both males and females are some way equally affected, or the females are affected, not males much. So again you can say it is autosomal. Okay? Chalo. Now going ahead with the next question, 18th question out there. Sickle cell anemia is caused due to substitution of what? Sickle cell anemia is caused due to substitution of what? Valine at 6th position of beta globin chain by glutamine, valine at 6th position of alpha globin chain by glutamic acid, glycine at the 6th position of alpha globin chain by glutamic acid, glutamic acid at the 6th position of beta globin chain by valine. Now that's an easy question. That's an easy question, and probably you can try to find the answer for this easily. Why do you think sickle cell anemia is caused? B. Okay, so I have multiple answers. Nagaraj says is D, okay, and Aishwarya says is A, and Manjunath says is B. So I have A, B, C, D options for myself to solve, which is why I'll request you guys to one more thing about it. Think about it. So first of all, I told you it's happening at the 6th position. Now I'll give you a trick to remember. Okay, so Shubham has come and filled in the position saying it's C. Okay, now let's see who is actually correct. 6th position, you had GAG, it is replaced by GUG. Agreed? A comes before U, so you always remember it was A first, and then it is getting replaced by U. Now, GAG, it is actually coding for glutamine or glutamic acid. Okay, over here you have what? Glutamic acid. Now over here, GUG actually codes for valine. So suppose G was first and then it is replaced by V. You can remember like that. So A was first, it is replaced by U. Similarly, G was first and then it is replaced by V. V comes after G, right? So now you tell me the answer. Is caused due to substitution of glutamic acid at the 6th position of beta globin chain by what? By valine. So D is your answer for this particular question. Do you think this trick would help you? If yes, let me know. And click on the like button and click on the subscribe button and share it with your friends. So Nagaraj, Usha, everyone is now saying it's D. Mahadeva Prasad, good going, child. So answer is D. Always remember this. Fine. Now 19th question out there. Double lines in pedigree analysis shows what? Double line in pedigree analysis, for example, I have a square and then I have double line and then I have this. What do you mean by this? So this means it's a male. This means it's a female. What do you mean by these lines out there? Easy question, right? Consanguineous mating, that is what is you're saying. Aishwarya and Manjunath says is D. D is the correct option. What about others out there? Usha also says is D. Nagaraj also says is D. Shubham also says is D, which is why I lock this option. It is D. Consanguineous marriage means what? Marriage between relatives. Okay, marriage between relatives. So you can remember relatives would be very close to each other, which is why they have two lines. Okay, you can remember like that. If at all you forget. Cool. Now going ahead with the last. And so these are the things that you need to know. Over here, suppose you get something like this. And here 5 is written. That means sex is unspecified, but they have 5 children in number. Okay, there are 5 children in number and the sex is unspecified. Now we are going ahead with the last question of this particular live, and I'm really sorry, as I said, in between the live got disrupted and I had to take another live. Okay, so this would be the last question. Try it out by yourself and promise me one thing, every one of you, from the next time onwards, we are going to be there on time and we are going to attempt all the questions. So I see a lot of you coming up now, but I understand you're coming from school as well. And so some of them have been really consistent, like Nagaraj, Aishwarya, Manjunath. Superb. Then Usha joined, Mahadeva Prasad joined. Superb, superb. Okay, now Shubham also. So Manjunath says is B is the answer for this question. Which of the following conditions currently describes the manner of determining the sex in the given example? Homozygous sex chromosome XX produces male in the Drosophila. Do you think so? No, Baba. Do you think so? It is XX will be male in Drosophila. Drosophila and human beings, my dear children, both of them have XX, XY type of sex determination, where XX stands for female and XY basically stands for males. Now, XO type of sex determines male sex in grasshopper. Do you think so? Yes, I told you. XO and there will be XX. So XX will be female, XO will be male. These two are examples of male heterogamety. Males are producing 2 different type of gametes. Cool. Now, so this option is correct, but let's see what is the other options out there. Homozygous sex chromosome ZZ determines female sex. In birds, wrong. It will be ZW. The only condition where it shows female heterogamety. Females are going to produce 2 type of gametes, either Z or W. Next, XO condition in humans as found in Klinefelter syndrome determines female sex. XO condition in human beings shows Turner syndrome, where it should have been XX, but there is no one X chromosome. X chromosome is missing, so which is why it is XO. And this is going to show female. This would be a female with masculine features. This would be a female with masculine features because you are lacking one X chromosome. So the only correct answer for this question would be what? B. So everyone who gave me the B answer, such as Manjunath, Nagaraj, Aishwarya, Shubham, Usha, as well as Nagaraj again, kudos to you. You guys are all correct. Fine. Now, is there something that I can help you with as of now? And my dear children, suppose you have not registered for KC90, make sure you're doing it quick, because today ends the offer for ₹500 off. So please do that immediately, and the classes has started from 1st of November, so don't miss out many more classes. Do it as soon as possible. If at all you have any doubts, go to the link given in the description session. Fine. Now, any doubt in principles of inheritance and variation that you want me to solve, I can do that. Or we'll stop the live right over here, and the next session I would be coming up with molecular basis of inheritance. Okay, will you guys be there for the live on that particular day for molecular basis of inheritance? Is there something that we need to do from our end? So those of you worried about PU2, please don't be worried. We are going to bring something really soon, which is why I told stay tuned with the channel by subscribing to it. There are so many things gonna be coming. Okay. So Manjunath and Shubham seems to be happy, and they're saying that yes, I'll be coming for molecular basis of inheritance. Thank you so much, and lots of love to you guys. So as of now, since I'm not seeing anything popping up there, I'll go take the leave right now. But if at all you have any doubts at any point of time, remember Jasmine Ma'am is here. Please put down your doubts in the comment section. I'll be solving it as soon as possible. Okay, thank you so much, Aishwarya. Lots of love to you, and please take care of yourselves, guys. Have a good night, have a good sleep as well, and study hard. Cool. Chalo then, bye bye, and do not forget to hit on the subscribe button. Take care.